Hello, everybody. My name is Crumpytoast. Welcome back to our LA Angels franchise series here on MLB The Show 24. Now, I actually did play a couple of, actually all the games up until now for the month of July. That way, I can really just try and get the team back on track. They're not doing well, and unfortunately, most of our games are simulation at the moment. So, I wanted to actually get some play time in, see where I can improve the, sliders and other things like that. And we are just going to kick you down to single A, and that should be good. Now, we are ranked 13th in the MLB, 3rd in contact, 17th in power, 19th in pitching, 21st in defense, and 29th in speed. Now, we're okay defensively, I'd say. We're supposed to be really good with contact, but we have just been struggling heavily this season with contact for some reason. I have no idea. And then we've had a bit of regression power-wise from players, and we are not the best team on the base pass. We are, we don't have anybody who can really be a 20-plus stolen base player. And we have the All-Star game and the draft this episode. So let's actually just go straight to the draft. Go ahead and knock that out. All right, as for your All-Stars, 3 Astros, 2 Yankees, Chris Sale, Logan O'Hoppy's in there, Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Steven Kwan. Jose Miranda, actually, I didn't want to point him out. He is insane right now. So he has 21 home runs before the All-Star break. He was traded to the Astros last season. At the trade deadline, they needed a third baseman because Bregman left in free agency. We picked him up. And they traded for Jose Miranda, who had a fairly solid season, hitting .278 with 22 doubles and 18 home runs, and then this year he's matched that, hitting .315, 17 doubles and 21 home runs, and it's not even the half point of the season. It's insane. So he has been lights out this year. And then, catcher Logan O'Hoppy has hit 21 home runs, batting .257, OPS of 842. And I actually want to see where Trout is. He's 3rd. He's behind Estuary Ruiz. On what? How? He's worse in every statistic. All right, I don't understand that one. But we split the series against Texas so far. And we're going to go to the draft. So on my draft board, we mainly scouted outfielders. Almost entirely. Maybe some position players on the infield. I'm really not interested in scouting pitchers this year. Or wasn't. We have enough pitchers in the farm system, really. And it is just not great. Now, this is a relatively weak draft class. I don't really see us grabbing a difference maker. I'm really hoping to come out of this with a solid player. It's just worse quality. I don't know if there's better quantity, but it'll be all right. All right, so the order goes the Nationals, the Blue Jays, Rockies, and then it goes Tigers, A's, Diamondbacks, Royals, Marlins, White Sox, and then the Angels. Now, I believe there was actually this crazy trade that went down. I'll probably just insert it here. All right, so the Astros are trading for Brenton Doyle, the Rocky center fielder, who is a phenomenal defender, probably the best center fielder in the game when it comes to defensively. He is going to grab everything. You're not going to be able to run on him. It is going to be an enormous immediate impact for this Astros team. On the other side, they sent a mega package, Christian Javier and Yainer Diaz. Christian Javier is 86 overall, sort of approaching his prime, but he's been a phenomenal pitcher for the Astros. Maybe there were some locker room differences. I don't know. But they're shipping him into a pitcher's graveyard in Colorado, and Yainer Diaz along with him. So they're sending their best catcher, one of their best pitchers, if not their best pitcher, for a phenomenal return in Brenton Doyle. But you got to think, what exactly are the Astros giving up? Why do they need him? I mean, you're not going to be able to run on him. He's going to catch everything, but you're giving up a very good starting pitcher and your starting catcher. So I don't know what they're doing. And yeah, now we can move on to the draft. So just kicking things off, the Washington Nationals and go Andres Delgado, the starting pitcher, ranked second in the class overall from the MLB rankings. And I'm going to turn down the volume for the draft just a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, Connor Ozuna, the first baseman, 6th overall in the class. We had him falling to rank 43, so not that good. And then 3rd overall is going to be Ricky Harris, another starting pitcher to the Rockies. All right. Not too bad so far. I don't know if we'll be able to get Daniel Castro. He's really who I want, but... All right, Shane Booth won. He's ranked 71. Shane Booth was kind of my backup plan. Just good hitting third baseman. Ken Sohn, Illinois pitcher, 18 years old. And then the Diamondbacks go Frederick Baez, a closing pitcher at 6, ranked number 1 in the class. Now, we certainly don't need closing pitchers, so... And Tom Moeller going at 7, ranked 7 in the class, but we have him a lot worse. Miami Marlins go Daniel Castro. That is very unfortunate. I guess they knew about him out of Venezuela. Great speed. Well, okay speed, fantastic stealing, great power. I really wanted him. And then the White Sox go Kosuke Nishi out of Japan. Great power, first baseman. And, yeah, I guess I'll have to go with my backup plan. So, that would have been... Let's see, Josh Stroud looks to be okay. Let's see, we have the third base down with Jace Young. I think Miguel Rivera is probably the pick here. And I'm going to go Miguel Rivera. I don't think Felipe Casillas is a good hitter. Josh Stroud could be. Switch hitter too. That might be very interesting. Unfortunately, we really need outfield, so I'm just going to go with Miguel. And then now we just sit and watch. So, didn't really know a lot about this draft class, and, I mean, we're getting later on into it. We're going to be playing this franchise until March, which, if you think about it, that's about 6 months away. So, that is when the next MLB The Show comes out. Now, I don't think there's a chance Josh Stroud makes it to our next pick. So we're picking all the way at 46th in the next round. And we have not, in the draft lottery, we have not risen one time in this entire franchise. I think we've picked at 10 or 8 or higher. It's been either been 8 or 10, I'm pretty sure, every single year. This is our 3rd time doing it, so... And I'm actually very conflicted as to... there's Josh Stroud to the Guardians. I'm actually very conflicted as to what to do about my franchise series whenever MLB The Show 25 comes out. Because MLB The Show and Madden 2K and College Football 25 are all on different schedules. So I don't really know what I should do. I was thinking maybe do like a... franchise on MLB The Show until the next games come out, or just for a couple months and then start it late. Like, for instance, I could do it with the St. Louis Cardinals because they don't have any other sports teams, and then just do that for the summer, and then at the end of July, I can boot it up with our actual franchise team, which I have not decided on yet. So, kind of a ways away to think about that. Because the football season is not going to end until February, and then the NBA season is not going to end until May, so that's probably my ballpark to select the next series. And then most of these guys are not that good. I don't know a lot about them. I will say Josh Stroud looked to be a little bit of a better player. We don't need third base right now. It doesn't fit into our team, and we're exiting the rebuild pretty soon. I mean, we're about ready to compete. We have solid talent all around. I mean, maybe I jumped the gun a little bit with signing Verdugo and Will Brennan. Although Brennan was probably going to get an extension anyways. I probably jumped the gun with Verdugo because he doesn't really fit into our team that well. You know, just a lefty outfielder is cool, but we kind of have too many lefties. And then also he has really good defense, but he's playing in right field. And as a left-handed thrower, that's not, not great to be in left or right field. And Pacheco looks to be good defensively, not great at the plate. And after this next pick, I am going to be simming it to our next pick. And the Phillies go Luis Collado. All right. So we do have Casillas, who is not great at the plate at all. Yeah, I don't know. Our options aren't great. Navarro looks okay. I might actually just go with that. If Felipe Casillas can last until our next pick, all the way at 85. Maybe? I mean, Marco Navarro is really the only player with good hitting stats. That's kind of my thing. Switch hitting defensive outfielder or good hitting first baseman. I'm going to go with Marco Navarro. That might come to bite us in the back, but should be fine. And Felipe's available anyways. Cool. All right, Max Clark, you do not look good. Should I just take a flyer on somebody? Well, if you think about it statistically, this guy looks really good running-wise. He's 23, though. He could just be a bench runner. You know what? I'm going to just take... Yeah, sure, why not? We need outfielders. Need to take all the best players we can get. We only have 2 more picks. Wow, this guy looks trash. Craig Roth. Unusually high ceiling. Why not? And then the final pick. You can hit lefties. I don't really know why, but whatever. Brett Brendel. And that is it for this. What did it say about Brett? I didn't see that. Okay, so it said draft pick Craig Roth has an injury that will affect their long-term potential and current overall rating. Kind of crazy. All right, post-draft, we are going to play up against Chris Sale. He is... Actually, well, we're just going to quick manage that game so that we can get to the All-Star break, just so that we can not shred him because he is regressing. And I feel like if we played it, we would shred him thoroughly. So he's a lefty. We can put Castro on third. And then you a catcher. Then Trout can get the day off with Leroy Wells. And Castro was hurt anyways. Let's go ahead and put him up against Vargas. That'll work. Rengifo gets on with a single. Neto gets on with a single. Wells gets on with a single. Ohapi gets on with a single. Vargas grounds out. IKF with a sac fly. Arise gets walked and Verdugo gets on, but the runner gets thrown out. Langford gets on with an error. A double play ends the inning there. A little bit of back and forth. Real Muto gets on with a double. No, nothing happening because of it. Vargas gets on with a single. Simeon gets walked, steals a base, and then scores the run on the double. And the lefties at the bottom of the lineup not helping. Real Muto gets on with a double again. Jonah Heim not playing because he's, well, Ireli's not been good. And O'Hoppe with a 2-run homer. Leroy Wells having a great game. Single and a walk. And 2 runs scored. I think 2. Vargas with a single. And they finally go to Steven Matz. It looks like he got shelled anyways. Solo home run from Simeon. And that is going to be it for Cabrera. Going to a pitching change. I don't know why I didn't just do that earlier. Evan Carter with a solo home run. Because we are at the All-Star break, so we're going to have max stamina anyways. Jorge Alcala. Langford gets on with a double. We're going to go ahead and pick him off. Try to. Vargas with a solo home run. Great insurance run. IKF and Arise with back-to-back singles. Verdugo with an RBI single. And Shanuel hits into a double play. Very unfortunate. And then Rengifo scores on a double. And that is that. Garcia with a solo homer. And then just retired in order. All right, we're going to go to... I actually don't have a lot of stamina. Let's go to Andrew Wantz, former closer for us. In for the close. And we do. So, shoulder soreness, it's fine. You're going to be just on the bench anyways. All right, home run derby. Let's see. Can we... All right, Tristan Casas. Dang, 26 home runs. Yelich with 26, Harper with 26, Soto with 26, CJ Abrams with 24, Brent Rooker with 24, Judge with 23, and then Luis Garcia with 22 home runs. Really breaking out for the Nationals this year. Looks like he was injured in 2025 for a bit. And, wow, not as high power numbers as I would have thought. All right, let's just fast forward to the end of the Derby. And the winner was Tristan Casas. 14 home runs. Kind of a letdown, to be honest. Brent Rooker had the most in round 1 with 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, your home run derby champion, Tristan.
All right. Cool, I got an MLB The Show pack. Whoopsie daisy. All right, let's see. View today's game. Play game. Quick manage for the AL. Luis Castillo and then Stephen Kwan leading off. Jeremy Pena, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Kyle Tucker DHing. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Logan O'Hoppe at catcher. Jose Miranda batting at 8th. And then Jordan Westberg at 9th. Looks like Altuve is finally getting injured. Or not injured, regressing. And Castillo is getting shelled. 5 runs in the first inning. And you are getting pulled, good sir. Jose Suarez in as an all-star for some reason. Triple for Trey Turner. And we are out of that. Do get 2 runs. Let's go to the next starting pitcher, Kyle Bradish. Corbin Burns, a Diamondback. Trey Turner with 3 for 3, going crazy in the All-Star game. All right, Kyle Bradish is out. Let's go to Bailey O'Bear. All right. Pitching duel now, but we're down by 7 runs. Andrew Heaney's an all-star. Question is why, though? And let's go to Mason Miller. And then to close it out, let's go to Emmanuel Clase. I didn't really rotate the players batting, but that's fine. All right, let's pinch hit Langoliers, who has no photo. Let's get Kobe Mayo on third. Or on second, crap. And then... All right, home run champ. Casas gets walked. Pinch hit. Let's go to Rooker. Oh, he's a Met. When did that happen? Looks like we have some trades to look at, and that is the All-Star break. So, all right, Alec Burleson for Blake Mitchell. Mets acquired Brent Rooker for Colin Hawk and Adrian Segura. Wow. Diamondbacks got Randy Arozarena, but he is no longer a household name. I don't know if he ever was, but he's no longer really good. Domingo Herman going to the Reds. That guy is not great. Kevin Parada. The Mets wanted to sell on their catcher in the farm system, and they got back Julian Daly. And Joey Loper-Fido going to the Royals. Josh Lowe to the Dodgers. That's cool. And then that was the big trade I talked about earlier. Brenton Doyle to the Astros for Christian Javier and Yainer Diaz. Kind of a overpay, but hey, maybe the storyline is that there was some, locker room toxicity with Christian Javier, and he just had to go. And I mean, I can't think of a worse place to send someone than Colorado. And then, yeah, that Dansby Swanson trade was a while ago, but he's buried on the depth chart, so I don't really understand it. Yeah, All-Star Brent Rooker traded to the Mets days before the All-Star game. Interesting. All right, so after the All-Star break, we do have a couple things to look over as to who do we want to call up? Because we have a number of players who are really ready to move up. And Andres Chavez has hit the max overall for a minor leaguer, really. So we are going to make that decision. In AAA, he has gone 11-1, 119 innings pitched, with 121 strikeouts and an ERA of 2.41 and 1.15 WHIP. We are going to move him up to the MLB level. And this will, I guess, be his rookie season. It only takes a certain number of at-bats to count as your rookie season, and I think he'll hit that. And unfortunately, it does mean we have to send somebody down, and I think that is just going to be Christian Dana. Called him up a little bit too early. He can take Chavez's spot. And who are we going to move? Do we put Soriano in the bullpen? Cabrera. Silseth's been injured for a bit. Who do we move? And I think it's going to be Soriano. And that is, yeah, that. Or we can flip Soriano. Let's see what we can get for him on the market. Now, he's been an Angel his entire career, and he's never really been terrific. I mean, the ERA is a little around 4, so he's about a league average pitcher WAR of close to 0, 1 maybe. See if we can get an MLB-ready player. Dan Kind is actually not a bad offer. 72 overall left fielder who is 19 years old. Now, also, I wanted to point out, actually, we'll go over the All-Stars in a bit, but Marcell Ozuna has been pretty good. 5'8", not good defense at all. Let's keep looking. Actually, I need to do MLB ready, not prospects. Or just all in general. Not too interested. That trade would be good. Although, oh no, they want us to take that salary. Almost got us. Trevor Story. How much does he have left on that deal? Trevor Story, they are sweetening the deal with Brennan Bernardino. See, ERA, oh, about 5. Good saves, though. Maybe we can fix them, but I'm not too keen. Yeah, 2 years, including this year, on that contract. I think we will keep shopping. Steve Ramirez, we'll take a look at him in a minute. Reese Hoskins, don't really need a first baseman, though. Seal Perez, okay. Tyler Horton, he pitched against the Guardians as I'm recording this, and it was not a good game. It looks like we're only going to be able to get value around a low 70 overall for Jose Soriano, which I suppose is fair. Yohan Moncada, we had a chance to sign him in free agency. We opted not to, so I'm not going to backtrack on that. Austin Hayes. Okay, we're going to look at him after this Yankees left fielder. Steve Ramirez, 19 years old. Right-handed hitter, 6'2". Pretty raw hitting stats. Doesn't look like he's hitting very well. And all the way over to the Marlins. Austin Hayes. Great contact against lefties, and that's kind of it. 30 years old. Free agent at the end of this year. I don't really want to try paying him. We really are looking for outfield, though. Or maybe a DH. Bench bat. Tommy Phams regressed into a oblivion, I guess. Kyle Schwarber on the Reds. He was a Red, though. No, I'm thinking of Castellanos. Is he still on the Phillies? Yeah, it was Castellanos. Last year of his deal. Lefty bat. Too many lefties on this team. But he's great against lefties. They want more, though. I don't really think that would make sense. See, I want someone fast who can steal bases. Let's go to the award, or the statistics. I'll do some player search. Yeah, I barely use this feature at all. And then we go down to attribute is stealing, minimum of 80. All right. Max, I don't know if I really want to go that high. See, Josh Lowe was just traded to them. Kevin King, that guy's going to be good. It is his rookie season. He's not had too hot of a start. Let's see, I want someone who can start, maybe. Probably should have fired on some of those other guys earlier. Willie Castro, kind of hard to get you into the lineup. Let's see, what do you want? It is a start. He is on the trade block, too. He is under a 3-year deal. Does hit our budget a little bit. Not a lot, though. 1 season in Arizona. Let's see. They need bullpen. A closing pitcher, really. Ooh. Do we send our all-star Jose Suarez? He is very good this season. Although, actually, no, he's our only lefty in the bullpen. That's right. Tell you what, you want a closer? We'll give you Andrew Wantz. He has been a closer before. I moved him to relief pitcher. I'll move him back in a minute. But it's going to be Jose Soriano and Andrew Wantz. 2 arms, 1 for the bullpen, 1 for the closer spot. And that is that. Diamondbacks making a push for the playoffs. They have a very good rotation. Signed Corbin Burns and Ranger Suarez in free agency after they lost Zach Gallen to the Royals. And we are getting Willie Castro, who I am hoping to put in the outfield. All right, that is our big deal of the year done. Willie Castro. Now, question is, where do we put him? So Verdugo has not had a very good season, but he is very good defensively. Do we put him for Brennan? He's had a crazy number of singles this year. 68 hits. Neither of you have been very good. Brennan does not play against lefties. And Verdugo doesn't really play at all. Whoops. All right, that's what we're going to do. Going to Willie Castro and then in... what do we do here? Oh, why are you DHing against lefties? Okay. You're good defensively. I don't think I need... So you're actually just a shortstop. I suppose that's fine. Sort of a weird lineup. We'll rock with it. We'll rock with it. Sort of unorthodox that took so long to get a trade worked out, so my bad about that. So, Zach Neto, pretty much a Gold Glover. Actually, no, he has won a Gold Glove. And then we got Willie Castro, who is spent 1 year on his deal in Arizona and then shipped out to Los Angeles. Just not a good fit with Ketel Marte and Perdomo up the middle. They tried to make him work, and he was a very good player. It just didn't really work out. So they decided to option him for utility. And then we're going to have Chavez. When is his first start? All right. And it is actually our first game against the Mariners. So I know it has been a very long episode for us not playing the game. All right, Willie Castro's in right field here. Oops. No. And we'll have him right field there. There we go. I think that works out. Maybe the lineup music has moved around a little bit, but we're going to play this game in its entirety. And it's going to be Chavez's first game. And this is going to be a bit of a longer episode because of the draft. So I'm not doing quick counts, and we're going to see how this goes. If it ends up, scoring some runs, the difference spreading out, we will quick sim, quick manage, whatever. And we are starting the second half against our division rival Mariners. They're 52-44. Now, with the addition, there it is, making Major League debut, Andres Chavez was our first-round pick in 2024, I believe. Fact check. Yes, we selected him 8th overall. Out of the draft, he was a 73 overall with 98 potential. Absolutely insane, and just in his second season in the minors, he already maxed out at a 79 overall, and he is ready to make his MLB debut. Finally giving the Angels fans something to, I guess, be excited about. And I'd say this is a perfect lineup for him to get tested against. And his first pitch in the MLB goes for a fly out to center. I'd say this is the perfect team for him to make his debut against because they do not have a good lineup. Like Suarez, Rodriguez, Candelario, Diaz 2 times. I mean, this is not a good lineup. Julio Rodriguez is really the only good hitter on this team. Some guys hitting above 250. They did get Stone Garrett. Let's see where he's at. 79 overall, 30 years old, good contact, good defense, hitting 257 with 12 home runs. Swing and a miss on the two-seamer. Now, the two-seamer is his primary pitch. He does not have a four-seam fastball. Not a lot of horizontal break on that slider. All right, 1-2 count. We're going to go back to the slider. And this one going to be out into right field. New Angel, Willie Castro with the grab. And he has it out in right field. Kind of a plug and play.
The center fielder.
Not his initial or original position, but we had to find a spot in the lineup for him. Wanted to get sort of a three-dimensional look with the base running.
0-1's the count.
And Julio Rodriguez up next. Had a insane rookie season, but cooled off. And Trout has that one, and Chavez deals with the batters 1 through 3 in order for his first inning in the MLB. All right, Bryce Miller on the mound. The thing about this Mariners team is that they have fantastic pitching. I mean, whip of 1.07. The ERA does not do it justice. Or do Bryce Miller justice, that is. Now, we don't have quick counts on, so I can take pitches and probably will. All right, a lot of four-seamers inside. All right. I don't have to swing unless it's like that and I dropped it. Perfect, perfect. Fly out to center. That's not going to carry. Rodriguez is there, and he has it. Got a fly out from Rengifo. If he had a bit more power, he'd be the perfect hitter. Can play anywhere on defense, and is great contact hitter. And I'm liking the fact that we added a person who's good on the base pass and a switch hitter. So now we don't have to worry about having too many lefties in the lineup. That is a perfect blast from Luis Ariz, and that's a home run. High in the zone, he took that one. First pitch swinging. Angels on the board. Big fly. 378, 97.5 off the bat. He's not going to hit these the fastest, but certainly went yard on that one to bring up Trout. Good rotation on it. Just squared it up. And if he has a hot second half, he can be a 20 home run player. Trout's going to hit this one bit late, and outfield, it got to it in time. That's Rodriguez. That's going to be a fly out from Trout. Logan O'Hoppe, 22 home runs, 58 RBIs for our catcher. Fastball high. The home run from Ariz makes me want to swing, but gotta remember, take your pitches. And that is just a perfect contact hit. That one slow enough that I read it and went for the contact swing. Found a gap, and O'Hoppe has a single. And that's going to bring up Shanuel. Has had a fantastic first half. 260, multiple home runs. I think it's about 14, 15 home runs. If we can get 30 home runs out of him this season, that is a win in my book. That's just going to be a perfect, but right to the shortstop, Ryan Bliss. And that's a line out. Amer Candelario. J-Mare, I think. Takes the screw curve really high in the zone. Don't need to throw my off speeds just yet. Oh, killed someone on the bench. 1-2 count. Let's go to the changeup, actually. That one in the stands. All right, that one fouled off. Oh, Hoppy's calling for the slider. Let's see. And that one hit him in the thigh. Not great control on that. Elias Diaz batting fifth, 259 average. Just trying to hit it in the zone. That one going foul, just barely. 1-1 count.
That's ball two.
Takes a ball that it was questionably called a ball. This one hit out towards center field. That one back at the warning track, off the wall. Trout's going to grab it. A little slow to grab it. And that is a run scored. So the double from Elias Diaz ties the game at 1-1 apiece. That one just a two-seamer down the plate. Canzone up next, batting .229. That one out towards right field. Fair ball. Off the wall. Castro's going to have it. Run's going to score, and that's going to be a stand-up double for Canzone. And Chavez has already given up 2 runs. We're going to have a mound visit. Confidence is wavering, so yeah, tell me what you want. Let's go ahead. I don't want to shift. I wanted that shift to the left, but since there's a runner on, I suppose it doesn't make sense. Yandy Diaz up next. So they got Elias and Yandy. That one called a ball. Umpire's really screwing us on the inside of the plate. Cannot seem to call that. Calls that one. Very inconsistent here. 2-2 count. Chavez at 22 pitches gets Diaz to swing and miss. First major league strikeout for Chavez on Yandy Diaz. All right, Ryan Bliss up next. That one weakly fouled. Had a perfect from Shanuel, and Bliss made a fantastic play. 2-time All-Star. All right, 1-2 count. Change up. Goes foul. Slider in the zone. Castro's not going to get there in time. That's going to have a run score on a single. Sloppy debut from Chavez, but just getting weak contact. I wonder if that's something to do with his ratings. He's pretty good all over the place. Just, I don't know, maybe not high enough. 61 is fairly low. Colt Emerson batting 9th. That one's going to be out towards center. Trout is not going to get there. And we're going to have to warm someone up. Going to give a call to the bullpen. Let's get our long reliever up. We don't really have one. Yeah, we do not have one. Let's get Sir Anthony Dominguez up. And that is going to be hosed at home. Safe is the call. Oh, Hoppy. What was the play here? You had time. That ball got there incredibly early. IKF just put it on the wrong side. Yeah, that's correct call. Safe at the plate. And not a strong start for Chavez. Maybe try and get one more batter. Stone Garrett has grounded out into 10 double plays this season. That one foul. Swing and a miss got Garrett to strike out. Second strikeout of the game. Got Julio Rodriguez in next. That one ball by a mile. This one out towards center, in the air, and Trout's going to have it. So 2 innings appears to be the limit for Chavez in his debut. Gave up 4 runs in that second inning. Mariners just making, putting the ball in play. They found the gaps, got it over the heads of the infield, and just hit it towards the corners, really.
And leading up for the Angels, the third baseman.
All right, IKF. This one weakly singled out towards center field, and IKF is aboard. All right, a lot of teams trade deadline buyers is the tag.
Ball one, no strike.
That one over to first, over to second. One, that's two. That is a double play from the Angels. Almost squared it up. I just missed it, and then that one just rounded right to first base, and it's a 3-6-3. Zach Neto batting eighth. That one, perfect. Going to have multiple bases off the wall. Good bounce. Going to stop at 2. Neto's going to have a double. 104 off the bat, his 12th double of the season, and we're going to have Willie Castro up next. That one in the air, took the fastball out towards the warning track and caught. Outfielder hits the wall on the catch. Dominic Canzone. If he was just a little slower, he wouldn't have been able to get there. And shoot, it was a good thing he held on through the contact of the wall, because he could have dropped that. Honestly, we're gonna have to put in Sir Anthony Dominguez now. Should really take those warm-up pitches, shouldn't I? And that one, the long ball, Yamir Candelario with a solo home run off Sir Anthony Dominguez. Insult to injury today. 12th of the season, 435 feet, 107.5 off the bat. Just took it. Oppo Taco. Good old Angels. That one out towards right field. Over the head of the first baseman. Castro's going to have it. And these Mariners are rallying. All right, Canzone up next. Robbed of the home run from Willie Castro. That one off the place. Good take, good take. Got the circle change up next. Full count for Canzone. Against a lefty. You're putting it inside. That one could have been called a ball, but he swings and misses, and Canzone strikes out. Yandy Diaz up next. Former Tampa Bay Ray. Very good hitter. 772 OPS. Got an attempted steal from a player with 21 speed and 7 stealing. See if we can get him to ground out and do a double play. That one a ball. That one up in the air, gonna head out towards right field, and Castro has it. A lot of work in the outfield for him in his first game as a Angel. And then Ryan Bliss up next. Not a very good hitter. He's working on it with that contact, but historically has not been a very good hitter. That one popped foul. And he has taken 2 fastballs for strikes, so we're going to give him a third one. And that one's called strike 3. He didn't think so, but nonetheless, he strikes out, and Candelario's home run puts them even further out of reach. 5-1 Mariners, and towards the bottom of the third. Going to probably do one more half inning and then get out of this one.
Yep, that ball went out.
That one just barely foul. A little too early on it. Almost put it perfectly. Nice little gift wrap to shallow right. That one out towards shallow center. Reached below the zone a little bit, but either way, Rengifo is on with a single. Arise up next. 1-for-1 with a home run for him. Can't give him a fastball. Missed on the sinker, but that went foul. Has to dodge that one. Bryce Miller only at 21 pitches. Need to start taking some. As I swing at something outside the zone. That one's foul. Really thought that I could square that one up. And that is called strike 3. On the inside of the zone. Mike Trout up next. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Just painted the corner. That's going to be out towards short, and that's going to be a inning-ending double play from Mike Trout. All right, let's get out of this one. Dominguez can stretch another inning. I don't care. It's the double play. Yeah, let's pull. Let's go to Contreras. Why not? Double from Diaz and then a strikeout. And then, man, Miller is cruising today. Irwin gets walked, strikeout, fly out, and another fly out. Single into a double play. That pretty much sums up our game today entirely. And the home crowd should be walking out, to be honest. All right, walk Diaz, pop up, fly out, and a single from Bliss, walk from Emerson. Irwin grounds out, so no runs score. Bottom of the 8th. Down to our last 3 outs now. Rodriguez gets on with a single and steals a base. And we're going to go ahead and pull Suarez. Get one more arm in here today. Oh, man, we blew through our bullpen. Error puts Rengifo on. Mike Trout with a single. And Munoz walks a hoppy. Shanuel gets walked, walks a run in. IKF up next and into a double play. Bases loaded into a double play. That is Angels baseball. How many double plays was that this game? 3, 4? I think it was 4. Jesus. Yeah, Andres Chavez with the loss. Not a good outing in his career debut, but that is baseball, really. And Lane Thomas going to the Cubs from the Reds. Cade Horton and Lamar Bartlett sending back to Cincinnati. In division trade, kind of unusual. And we have won the series against Texas. We do lose to DeGrom in Game 3. Chavez puts up a stinker again. Griffin Canning versus Zach Gallen lose that one. And we don't get swept. Now against Toronto. And we do have a game against Chavez. And I have not been doing this. Oh, thank God it's on auto. And they signed everyone. Oh, man, I forgot about that. Although they would have been reminding me if it wasn't. I don't know why it was on auto. Looking at the trade block, I just don't really think we're going to make another move. Let's see. All-Star Ben Rortvedt for Wilmer Flores. Okay. Alec Marsh. Okay. Bailey Falter to the Cubs. There's Lane Thomas. We traded for Willie Castro. And yeah, so as for the All-Stars, crap, I didn't look at it. I have it written down on my spreadsheet, so link for that's in the description. So in the NL, actually that's the wrong spreadsheet. Oopsies. In the NL, we have Aaron Nola, Logan Webb, Jameson Taillon, Corbin Burns, now with the Diamondbacks, Justin Steele, and Ohtani for your pitchers, Matt Strahm in relief, and then your closers go Ryan Helsley, now a Brewer. Ryan Walker, the Giants closing pitcher, now a Red. Tom Cosgrove, just a 71 overall pitcher for the Padres. Jeff Hoffman, David Bednar, and Robert Suarez. And then your catchers go William Contreras, Wilson Contreras, and Francisco Alvarez. First base, Bryce Harper, Matt Olson. Second base, Nico Horner, Ozzy Albies, Connor Norby. Ryan McMahon on third, Key Brian Hayes behind him. Shortstop's going to be CJ Abrams, Mookie, Trey Turner. Left field's going to be Christian Yelich, Brandon Marsh. Center field's going to be Jackson Merrill, Jung-Hoo Lee. Right field is Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., Brent Rooker now as a Met, and then Ohtani at DH. Kind of a long one to go through. The AL. Chris Sale, now a Ranger. Bailey O'Bear for the Twins. Andrew Heaney on there for the Guardians. Crazy. Luis Castillo for the Mariners. Kyle Brash for the Orioles. Jose Suarez, our Angel. Andres Munoz, Emmanuel Clase, Johan Duran, Ian Hamilton, Mason Miller, all with their original teams, and then Devin Williams for the Angels. Catcher is Logan O'Hoppe, Ben Rortvedt for the Rays, now traded to somewhere. Shea Langoliers for the Athletics, and then Vlad Guerrero Jr. on first, followed by Ryan Mountcastle, Tristan Casas, second base Jose Altuve, and Michael Massey. Then Jose Miranda on third for the Astros, having a phenomenal season. Then followed by Jordan Westberg and Kobe Mayo behind him. Shortstop, Jeremy Pena, Colson Montgomery. Left field, Stephen Kwan. Center field, Aaron Judge. And then right field, Soto, Tucker, and then Walker Jenkins for the Blue Jays. And then DH is Marcell Ozuna. All right, got through that. Now, the league leaders for, I guess, home runs. That's really the only thing I care about. Christian Yelich in the NL with 29. Way to go, Yelly. And then, yeah, CJ Abrams really standing out. AL, Soto's at 28. Josh Naylor at 27. Miranda's at 26. Casas at 26, having a phenomenal season. Already one home run away from a career high. Marcell Ozuna's at 22, although that's really the only thing he brings to the plate now. Ooh, contact versus left is down, or power versus left is down. Yeesh. All right, one more time against. Let's do a player lock for. No, I'll just here's what I'll do. Play the full game, and I will only do the at bats for Willie Castro and then the Andres Chavez, because those are the two new additions to our team. I like our team. Just we're not the best. We're not bad. And this Blue Jays team is bad, though. 35 wins and 71 losses is what it said, I think. All right. Rogers center. Is that what it is? Yeah, 35 and 71. That is not great. Alek Manoah on the mound. The fact that he still has a job. Crazy. Trout gets on with a single, and O'Hoppe strikes out. All right, Chandler Simpson. We played these Blue Jays on opening day, and they actually beat us. That's going to be a ground out to second base. Simpson is very fast. All right, Clase, Guerrero. It just does not look like a good lineup after Guerrero. Honestly, he's so slow, we might just be able to walk him. Save a bit of energy from Chavez. And that is a bleeder. That is a single for Class A. All right, let's go for the double play. This will be a hit and run. And Neto charges over to second, over to first. He's going to be safe at first. It's going to be a fielder's choice to second, but Vladdy is on base. Got Dalton Varsho up next. Swing and a miss on the fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another swing and a miss, and strikes out to end the first. All right, Shanuel gets on with a single, IKF with a single, Verdugo flies out, Neto with a triple, 62 speed with a triple, and that's going to bring up Willie Castro.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Willie Castro.
All right, 1-1 count. That is on the inside of the plate. I don't do very well against lefty versus righty on the inside. That's kind of the point, though. That one just under it. That's going to be a... Wait, oh, no, I left early. Fudge. That could have been a run. Base running mistake from Neto. And let's see. Rengifo gets walked. Arise gets a single to bring in a run anyways. And then Trout with a 3-run home run off of Alex Manoah. He gets pulled. O'Hoppe with a solo homer. Now we are up 7-0. Ernie Clement up next. Now the Blue Jays, the only big trade I think they made was when they sent Looper Fido away. I don't really remember where. Will Wagner up next. See if we can get something on the inside. Get him to whiff. Let's go for the splitter on the inside. It's probably going to be hard to read. Breaking pitch. Call to strike. Just barely. All right, putting this one away. Gets him to hit it. Pops up towards right field. Castro's going to have it. And that is 2 away. Alan Roden. It's not look very good. All right, got the changeup. This one over to third. IKF has it, and that is going to be the second inning. I'd say this is a good park for Chavez because this is a very pitcher-friendly park. So, IKF up next, and let's go ahead and quick manage. Single from IKF, so we are going to get Castro up this inning. An error loads the bases, and Castro is going to have it. Let's see. 57 clutch for him. Kind of wish we had the contact. That's going to be a perfect. Bases loaded. Not going to get there. Off the wall. Going to be a 2-run double for Castro. And we're going to have this 9-0. And I'm just going to play this at bat for Rengifo. In case they, put it out that side. They go and try and tag. They're going home. And out at the plate. All right, that one a fly out, but out at the plate was the call. That one straight at first base. I should have covered it more, but that's all right. 9-0 is the score. Bo Bichette on to greener pastures, although he did not have a good... those first 4 years of his career were insane, and then everything after that, 2024, the past 3 years have not been good. And why is this guy getting a walk-up? Who's this guy? Oh, guess this is his debut. Okay. 2-1 or 2-2 is the count now. Gonna go for the changeup. That one hosed. Keep this one a little bit further in so it doesn't have to worry about hitting him, and I would have. All right, full count. Over to first. Over to second. Back over to first. And that is a 3-6-3 double play. Shanuel to Neto and back to Shanuel. Does not get a good barrel on that. And Neto and Shanuel have that connection over there on first. Chandler Simpson, great base runner, but, well, really seems to get on base against us. 2-2 count. 30 stolen bases for Simpson. That one over to left field, going to be a single. Thought about trying for 2, but does not. Gonna go to the changeup now against Clase. He's gonna foul off. Fastball away. Thought about it. Does not end up taking. That one off the mark. All right, full count for Clase now. And we are going to put this splitter down the middle. Not quite down the middle, but high in the zone. Castro is going to have it in foul territory. And that's 3 scoreless for Chavez. All right, Mike Trout up. Single from him. He's 3 for 3. A hoppy with a single. Double play from Shanuel. And then a ground out. I wouldn't mind putting Vladdy on base with a single or a walk. Swing and a miss. Just trying the fastball. Try and pinch that corner. Weak pop out towards center and not a shot. That's going to be a single from Vladdy. I really wanted to try and sign him in free agency, but it just did not make sense, and he does end up returning to the hometown Blue Jays for him on a cheap deal. And let's actually try and get a double play. Changeup incoming. Fouls off. Put a fastball high. That went out towards right field. Castro. Oh, what a grab. Saved a run, kind of. I don't know. Vladdy probably wouldn't have been able to get from first to home in that time, but saved a hit. Let's go. Willie Castro, new Angel. That one over to Rengifo, over to Neto, over to Shanuel. That is an inning-ending double play. Chavez has been dealing. And they're going to have a new reliever in. Neto gets walked. And do we need to have someone warmed up? I don't think just yet. I'm going to leave it. All right, that was me just trying to too much. That's going to be a fly out to left field in foul territory. All right, let's see if Rengifo can score him. Nope, grounds out. All right, so 5th inning now for Chavez. 66 pitches. That one, the most disgusting single I've ever seen. Not a good use of the word disgusting. Just rolled between the pitcher's feet and then barely squeaked past Rengifo. Get a single. See if we can get a double play. Nope, that one's out towards center. Trout on a line. Not going to get there in time. Off the wall. Bad base running. Over to home. They're going to have a runner on third and second with the double from Roden. Cutter Coffee in now. That one weakly out to right field. Castro can't make up his mind. That is going to be a run scored on the single from Coffee. Go ahead and put Suarez up next. So I did mess with the sliders in my spare time, and I don't know if I like it because there is a lot of weak ground balls. Or not ground balls, just... Run is going to score, but that is a double play. 6-4-3. Didn't really have a shot at home. That one fouled off. Attack that inside. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Got him to strike out to end the fifth. And Chavez's day is going to be done. And so is ours, really. All right, another run scores. All right. Jose Leclerc, a Blue Jay now, ERA of 9. Had that insane 2023 postseason with the Rangers. Hefo with a single, fly out, strikeout, strikeout. And let's go ahead and put in... I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Single from Simpson. Ground out. Let's pick him off. Let's go ahead and walk Vladdy. Then pitch over to Contreras. Pitch to contact to a fly out. Single from Clement. And another fly out to have no run score. And then we are going to go to Devin Williams for our close. Roden gets walked. Line out. And a double play to end the game. Devin Williams with the save. I don't know. Saves, I really like them as a statistic, but for the most part, they are empty calories. Like, I'd like to see the amount of saves that were within one run or something. Okay, I don't know who that is. And we are not able to sweep them. All right, nothing there. Do have some contract extensions to work out. And today is the trade deadline. I don't think we're going to make any moves. I think we're good this year. 56 and 54 at the end of July, and we win against the Mariners. All right, so that is going to do it for this one. Bit of a long one, this one. And... not too good of a draft. I'm not too confident in it. We will find out the overalls of all those players in next episode. But I say a fairly strong month of July. Couple series wins here, couple series losses there. We still float above 500. And I like what I see from Chavez for the most part. Yeah. My worry is if he turns into the next Edward Cabrera, where he's like the high potential player, but he's just buns his whole career. That'd kind of be hilarious. Not really, though. I might honestly change it to have him have a 4-seamer instead of that 2-seamer. I just don't think it's very realistic to have a 2-seamer but no 4-seamer. So I'll have to see. So that is going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.